What's up everybody, it's Shawnee here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the A.P.C collaboration with Asics on the Gel-Kayano 14 in the white and silver colorway. This is a collaboration between Asics and French fashion label A.P.C. They released this huge tennis-inspired collection, but then as part of that collection they released two shoes meant to be worn off the court, which were two colorways of the Gel-Kayano 14. So this white and pure silver colorway released alongside an indigo colorway as well, and both pairs released on April 5th for a price of $200 or $260 here in Canada. So these were available on the Asics Canada website, and of the two colorways, even though the blue pair arguably has more pop, I really like the versatility and the simplicity of this white and silver pair. So first things first, here's a quick look at the packaging. So this comes in a natural brown colored cardboard box, but on the top lid we have A.P.C branding, but they replaced the normal A with the signature Asics A instead, blending the two brands together. And on the top lid you can see we have A.P.C and Asics co-branding here as well. So as for the shoe itself, jumping right into the details, you'll see how the base layer of the shoe on the toe box, this is covered in this white colored mesh, which has this thick, almost chunky appearance to it, which I thought was really unique. Surrounding the front toe cap, we have an asymmetrical overlay of genuine white leather with silver colored detailing on it, and it was really refreshing to see that they utilized actual genuine leather instead of the typical synthetic materials which are more commonly found on Gel-Kayano 14s. And then right next to this panel which covers the second from the bottom eyelet, this is synthetic leather. However, covering the remainder of the eyelets, we have another panel of genuine white leather with silver colored detailing. Underneath this on the mid panel, you can see the Asics stripes. This is constructed out of synthetic leather and a mix of this very reflective silver and white. But when you compare this to the medial side, it's a little bit toned down on this side, and we have more white accents here which make it blend in a little bit more with the mesh underneath. Next to this, we have another layer of genuine leather. We have silver colored detailing here with Gel-Kayano 14 branding on the lateral side only. On the bottom of the heel, we have these slits, and then above this, we have silver colored detailing along with A.P.C branding. Attached to the laces, they come with this plastic lace dubre or lace lock with the merged Asics A and A.P.C co-branding, and then the laces themselves are a oval shaped lace done in a mix of white with silver colored detailing. Underneath this, the tongue is crafted out of that same chunky styled mesh that we saw covering the toe box, but we do have a genuine leather layer on the very top with Asics branding in silver. The back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe, this is covered in this fuzzy white colored liner. And then for the insoles, these come with a pretty well padded foam insole, and on the heel, we have Asics and A.P.C co-branding. So the upper of the Gel-Kayano 14 sits atop an EVA foam midsole which is painted in white. However, in addition to the EVA, we also have Asics gel technology. This time it's colored in silver and it's visible on the lateral forefoot as well as the lateral heel, and it helps with impact protection and shock absorption. And then for the bottom of the shoe, this outsole is actually crafted out of two types of rubber. So we have this brown colored gum rubber on the forefoot, which I thought elevates the shoe and gives it a little bit more of a classy touch. Covering the heel though, we have a slightly different shade of brown colored rubber, and then in between this we have a TPU shank plate, which is what Asics calls their Trustic technology, and this is there in place to help with torsional rigidity and midfoot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And for those wondering about how these fit, to me these fit like most Gel-Kayano 14s, so I personally recommend going true to size. I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got these in a size 10 and they fit me very comfortably, not snug whatsoever. So I feel like if you have a narrow, normal, or even a wide foot, for the most part you can go true to size in these. They feel pretty accommodating across the ball of my foot, and overall the fit going true to size was just very comfortable. Moving on to the comfort of the shoe, so the Gel-Kayano 14 is a shoe I highly recommend for comfort because not only does it give you some degree of softness underfoot, but it feels extremely supportive, especially underneath the arches of your feet. So when you tighten up the laces, they really hug you in the right places without being overly snug and uncomfortable, and there's a decent amount of arch support as well, which complement the softness of the foam very, very well. So when people ask me for a recommendation for a shoe that can be worn across the entire day, this shoe is definitely one that would be on that list. And to add to that, it's very breathable and it feels pretty lightweight for the tech that's in the shoe, so that's like another added bonus too. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship, so first off, the material quality I thought was a nice surprise considering they actually utilized genuine leather across some of the panels on this shoe. Yes, there still is synthetic materials on this, but the fact that they were able to incorporate slightly elevated materials makes sense considering this is an A.P.C collaboration. The build of the shoe I thought was pretty much flawless. The stitch job was good, it was free of glue stains, and no real issues that I could see on my pair. So even though at the end of the day it's still a mesh-based running shoe, compared to a normal GR Gel-Kayano 14, I gotta say it does feel a little bit elevated and a little bit more premium. So with all of that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up, and I'll show you guys how these look. All in all, this is a very simple colorway, which makes sense considering who they're partnering with, A.P.C. Their style is more known for being understated, so it would have been strange if they released a colorway that was over the top. At the end of the day, this is a very simple colorway, so if you're looking for a slightly elevated but very wearable colorway of a Gel-Kayano 14, I think this is a solid option if you were able to grab these for retail. I personally wouldn't pay a cent over retail for these, as I feel like you can find comparable colorways that can be available for retail or under retail. They just obviously don't have the A.P.C badging on it that this shoe has. So leave your thoughts down below, let me know what do you guys think about this pair. Between this one and the indigo colorway, which of the two A.P.C colorways do you prefer? And for anyone watching, did you also grab a pair of these? Did you pass on them because they were too plain? Leave your thoughts down below and let's talk about it. And as usual, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I'll add my social media accounts, all that good stuff down below for you guys to check out. And as always, thank you so much for your love and support, and I'll catch everybody in my next review.